we have a brand new universe pack that I created, and one particular character that I don't know too much about, and I'll just be honest, maybe the first set of two characters that you guys could see that I'm going to go from left to right that's displayed once you guys see this video tonight. I don't remember much about the Barnyard, and then something that's brand new, I wanted to add someone else that's different to spice up the universe pack a little bit more. And then another Fairly Odd Parents rep that I think could also be fun, even if we don't get Timmy Turner in the game. But we're gonna wait and get into that at the last, once we get to the last character. So 3 characters. Maybe I'll start expanding. Maybe I'll start doing like 4 characters, something like that. I'm not sure. Maybe how I want to do this. Maybe I'll continue to do threes, trios, 3 characters per pack. Maybe I'll start mixing it up with duos. And that's what I like doing this series, because no one knows the characters that I'm putting in these universe packs. It's my own hand-picked, selected personal picks to mix it up to make it a little bit different, so no one knows what's coming. And you guys have your own requests of characters for the other series, so it makes it fun. But we're gonna go ahead and get started and start talking about these characters. Back to the Barnyard, or Back at the Barnyard. That's what it's called. I keep on thinking that it's Back to the Barnyard. It's called Back at the Barnyard scene. It's been so long since I've seen the show. But we're going to start with Otis. He's also one of the characters that's in the fan polls that people want to see in this game. Let's just put him in the roster right now. Let's just go to the arcade for something different now. Arcade. I really want this to be expanded, and it'll be cool to have Otis in the game. So we're just going to bring, let's put Reptar on it, since we just have different animals. Since he's a cow, so we get different sort of animals displayed. Well, one of the animals that we have in the game, with Reptar being a dinosaur. But Otis is one of the most requested characters for this game, so I wanted to slide him in. And something else, I don't know if this has anything to do with Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, but I did see in the Hue Nation server that they were looking for someone to play the different voice lines for Otis. Not sure that's gonna be a Nickelodeon sort of teaser. I highly doubt it is, but maybe that's probably maybe a small chance that we'll probably end up getting him in, and maybe that particular person that's doing those voice lines could also do the voice lines. Well, the person that gets picked to be selected to do the voice lines for Otis from Back at the Barnyard can probably be the same person who could potentially be the voice actor behind Otis to be in the game. See what I'm saying? So I didn't want to talk about that and just react to it, make a reaction video saying Otis is coming to Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, when we don't know if that could be for something else. That could be for a completely different video series, or maybe something else that they have planned for the particular server. Who knows? But he's a good character. I think could be a good fit for this game. And I don't remember all his friends. Somebody can elaborate on the other characters in the game if y'all want to talk about Back at the Barnyard for the show. I don't remember too much about it. He does look recognizable, but it's just been so long since I watched some of these shows, and some of them don't even come on the Nickelodeon channel anymore, so they got moved to Paramount Plus. If you want to reminisce, go back in time for the nostalgia, you just go on Paramount Plus and you can watch some of these shows. So I'm not sure if this show is one of the many that could be included on Paramount. But Otis, I think will be a nice choice. People would definitely buy a universe pack, any universe pack that he's featured, because the character's in it. But just short and sweet. And for this particular character that's coming up, Kai-Lan, I was doing some research on some people's wish list for what they wanted to see for Nick Jr. I didn't know who Kai-Lan was. Ni Hao Kai-Lan is a Nick Jr. show that's brand new to me. So I wanted to do something different by adding another Nick Jr. rep. I love adding Nick Jr. characters in, because believe it or not, I think they have a chance to be in the game. I think that could be something unique to spice up the roster, and that's why I did it, to add her into this universe pack tonight for something different. And maybe some people have seen the show. Maybe people haven't even heard of Ni Hao Kai-Lan. Kai-Lan is the character I selected for this game, for this universe pack, for something different. A brand new character, to try to get some discussion in the comments. Maybe people don't know her. People probably know very little of her. Who knows? But this is a brand new show to me. I haven't seen Ni Hao Kai-Lan but Kai-Lan is one of the top picks for a Nick Jr. rep that might have good potential. I'm not sure what she could be capable of because I haven't really seen much of the show. But I just think that Nick Jr. characters belong. I think Nick Jr. characters have a good chance to be able to be in the game, so they don't have to keep going upon the Nickelodeon universe or the NCU. You can get someone from Nick Jr. like Kai-Lan. They can get someone like Blue from Blue's Clues, Dora the Explorer to come out with Boots. Dora doesn't even have to be duoed and paired up with Boots. Boots can be his own individual fighter. Swiper the Fox. It's people that want to see some of these characters in the game. And I really think that it can increase the sales. It'll definitely bring some more traffic and even some more people that's getting involved. And I'm going to just make this point right now. Some people saying, well, it's just too kiddie for these shows. I'll go as far as saying it. Y'all not watching, some of these kids are watching SpongeBob and Ninja Turtles. Ninja Turtles are fighting and constantly fighting. They're growing up watching Ninja Turtles fight crime and battle the baddies and characters like Danny Phantom, for example. You see what I'm saying? So it's like what, they don't have a chance to get into the game. You got kids like Lincoln Loud and Lucy Loud up in here battling it out and duking it out. They can't get somebody from Nick Jr. See what I'm getting at? So I think more people, I think these Nick Jr. characters definitely deserve more credit because I think the moveset potential is there, the abilities are there, and it can be a lot of fun. This is a family-friendly game. So it's not like they're going to say some crazy things or anything like that. It's a family-friendly game. I really think Nick Jr. characters belong in this game. That's just my opinion. Not many people bring up Nick Jr. characters for this game. They all think about Nickelodeon. But I think, I'm just going to go as far as saying, I started mentioning these Nick Jr. characters for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. No one else has mentioned them in their wish list. No one else has mentioned them for character potential for the roster itself to be able to belong. So that's why I think Kai-Lan, she will be a good character, a very unique character to be able to be implemented to start the Nick Jr. rep trend to get those characters in that might be able to do some serious damage. And even get characters like Bob the Builder smacking around with a hammer and all his tools that he has. He has different things in his arsenal that can be able to be utilized for offensive capabilities. And as goofy and silly as it sounds, maybe it's not possible, but it doesn't matter. I just think that the potential for the DLC is there for her to be able to get in and join in on the fun for the roster. So if they can't, they run out of ideas, they don't have any ideas of who else they can probably get into, they can go upon and to start getting in contact with some of these shows and pushing for Nick Jr. characters to be represented in this game. So Kai-Lan, I had to go with her to add into this this universe pack to make it a little bit different. Now, Fairly Odd Parents, I'm going right back to it. So the Crimson Chin is another iconic character that I think can belong in this game. He's a superhero for Timmy Turner. But let's say, for example, they can't get Timmy Turner in the game. Let's say, for example, they can't really have that character. No Timmy Turner and no Cosmo and Wanda. Some people say, no Timmy, no buy. People won't buy this game unless this character gets in. But what if they manage to get at least a Fairly Odd Parents rep? Even if it's not Timmy Turner, I think Crimson Chin can definitely get some sales for this game, get people into the game. Here comes the Crimson Chin. I had to get him in. So for somebody else different. And I have some ideas for other potential Fairly Odd Parents reps that I think I'm going to bring into the others universe packs. Like last time, I added Trixie Tang, which I think could be a unique character that people will really like and really buy. They will be gunning for these characters. They will be going after these characters because it's from their favorite shows. And I think Crimson Chin is going to be super strong. He could be a tank. Of course, he's going to be able to fly. He could be the Superman in this game. So it's just a little bit of an idea. He can be able to fly. He can be tanky, and just the things that he can do. So he's definitely going to be a powerhouse, almost in bulky like Shredder. It's how they designed him from his character model. Crimson Chin would be nice, and just the way they did Hugh Neutron and Jenny Wakeman, Crimson Chin is definitely gonna look good in this game. Just all three of these characters that I mentioned: Otis, Kai-Lan from Nihao Kai-Lan, and then Crimson Chin. Of course, he's gonna be able to get some sales. People are gonna buy this universe pack. Would you guys buy this pack? Let me know what y'all think. But I think Crimson Chin is definitely another go-to rep outside of Timmy Turner and Cosmo and Wanda being bundled together with him. Because I don't think he should be fighting solo without his Fairly Godparents, at least. Crimson Chin is definitely a good choice. I think a lot of people be interested in this character alone. And even if they don't buy any of the characters in this pack, I think Crimson Chin would definitely be a good selling point. Otis and Crimson Chin alone, even if people might not be interested in Nick Jr. Crimson Chin is such a good character and a memorable hero in Fairly Odd Parents. People won't forget about him. So I think they have a lot of options for Fairly Odd Parents, even if they can't get Timmy Turner. Since he in the tennis game from mobile exclusive to Apple Arcade, they can get somebody else in here outside of him. But let me know what y'all think about this universe pack. Just something a little bit different. And have you guys seen Nihao Kai-Lan? Maybe some people grew up watching the show, recently started watching it, and Back at the Barnyard. I was about to say Back to the Barnyard. And then, Fairly Odd Parents, of course. I think this will definitely be an iconic pack. I definitely have fun putting this together. It's so many great characters out there. I'm definitely probably gonna try to expand and maybe come out with different themed sort of packs. And you guys can continue to share y'all universe packs in the comments if y'all want to. But it's just so much fun, just bringing out these characters and pairing them together to see who would be interested and who maybe some people might be interested in buying this pack just because Otis is in it, just because Crimson Chin is inside the pack as well to be included. But they got a lot of options. They definitely do for some of these shows. You can't get that top tier rep, you can get someone else from the show.